Good morning. This is Dr. Tariq. Today I am going to talk about the urinary system, formation of urine, physiological functions of the nephron. The urinary system consists of two kidneys, two ureters, one bladder, and a single urethra. The function of the urinary system is to regulate the extracellular fluid in the body. The kidneys accomplish this function by excreting waste products by urine formation and the excretion as they are toxic to health. The balance of electrolyte is important for the proper functioning of the nerves, muscle and heart. The kidneys are also secrete a hormone named erythropoietin. The erythropoietin stimulates the production of RBCs, red blood cell from the bone marrow. The erythropoietin is secreted when oxygen level in the blood goes very low, hypoxemia. Both kidneys are located in the abdominal cavity on the back side, so they are called retroperitoneal. Each kidney is 11 centimeters in length, 6 centimeters in width, and 3 centimeters in thick. Each kidney has two poles, upper pole which is broader one than the lower one which is narrow. It has two surfaces, anterior surface and posterior surface. It also has two sides, lateral side and medial side. On the medial side there is a concavity or depression that gives kidney a bean shape. It is through this area the renal artery with the waste products enter the kidney and the renal vein leaves the kidney and carrying the fresh blood. Fresh blood means it is free of waste now. In frontal section of the kidney, this is frontal section of the kidney or coronal section. Two areas can easily be seen. The outer one is cortex and the inner one medulla. And the parts of the nephrons lie in these two structures. The process of urine formation help maintain the normal composition, volume and pH of the blood and tissue fluids. The urine is collected in the renal pelvis. This is renal pelvis. The urine is collected in the renal pelvis, which is continuous with the ureter. Each ureter is a slender tube that is about 10 to 12 inches in length. It has peristalsis movement, and peristalsis movement carry the urine to the urinary bladder. It is due to peristalsis that urine is not allowed to regurgitate, especially when person maturate and there is increased pressure in the urinary bladder. The urine enters the urinary bladder at urethral orifice. These are urethral orifice. The urinary bladder is a hollow structure that acts as a temporary reservoir for urine. The bladder has small folds called rugae that expand as the bladder fills. A triangular area at the base of the urinary bladder is called trigone. It is delineated by the opening of the ureters and the urethra. A small tube urethra which is 1.5 inches long in female It is wide and straight in female, and it is 7 to 8 inches long in male. It is tortuous and spiral shape in males. That's why there are more chances of urinary tract infection in males than in females. The microscopic structure of the nephron. There are 1 million nephrons in each kidney, so there are 2 million nephrons in two kidneys. This tiny structure nephron maintain homeostasis of the body by regulating the contents of the blood. Substances are removed by nephron. They are usually nitrogenous waste products, excess electrolytes, and many other products that exceed the amount tolerated by the kidney, because they are toxic to the health and they are high in quantity that cannot be tolerated by the body, so they need to be excreted, and this function is done by the nephrons. Each nephron includes the renal corpuscle and a renal tubule. The renal corpuscle is composed of a tuft of capillaries called glomerulus, and that glomerulus is enclosed by a tube, expanded portion of the tubules, which is known as Bowman's capsule. This is glomerulus and this is Bowman's capsule. So glomerulus is enclosed by Bowman's capsule. A larger afferent arteriole carries blood to the glomerulus. It brings the blood to the glomerulus, and a smaller efferent arteriole takes its blood away from the glomerulus. So this is afferent. It is bringing the blood to the glomerulus, and this is efferent. It is taking away from the glomerulus. A comes first. That is why it is. You can remember this is afferent. Brings the blood to the glomerulus, and E comes after in the alphabet. So after is efferent. This takes away. Then it moves around the tubules, and this is known as peritubular arterioles. A larger afferent arteriole carries blood to the glomerulus, and a smaller efferent arteriole carries blood away from the glomerulus. So due to high pressure in the efferent arterioles, blood is filtered or plasma is filtered into the Bowman's capsule. Once it is filtered into the capsule, this is known as filtrate. It is no more a plasma now. It resembles plasma, but it contains less protein as compared to blood, blood or plasma. The renal tubule consists of 4 sections: proximal convoluted tube, loop of Henle, distal convoluted tube, and collecting duct. This is proximal convoluted tube, this is loop of Henle, this is distal convoluted tubes, and this is collecting ducts. And these structures are present in the cortex. This is cortex, and this is medulla. So you can say this is glomerulus is here, and this Bowman's capsule, it is present inside it, and it dribbles urine. When urine is formed in the nephron, it dribbles through here into the calyces, and calyces is continuous with the ureter. And then when it fills the pelvis, it comes up to this level, it flows into the ureter, and then it goes into the urinary bladder. The urine reaches the urinary bladder through the urethral orifice. So there are 2 holes here. They stand for urethral orifice. The third orifice is the orifice of the urethra. Urethra is a small tube that takes the urine out from the urinary bladder. It is 1.5 inches long in female, and it is 7 to 8 inches long in male. three physiological functions of the nephron. There are three physiological functions. One is filtration, the other is secretion, and the third one is reabsorption. Due to high pressure in the afferent arterioles, the blood or plasma is filtered into the Bowman's capsule, and this is known as filtrate. Then filter travels in the tubular system. As it starts traveling, first the plasma is filtered out that contains the extra uh, water, bicarbonate, sodium chloride, and many other nitrogenous products, mainly nitrogenous product, uric acid. These are dangerous for health if they exceed a certain level. That's why they need to be removed. But when they continue to travel, there are something they are reabsorbed by the body because they are needed by the body, because water, sodium chloride, and bicarbonate, they are reabsorbed by the body, and some waste products are still there in the blood which need to be secreted. So they are secreted now during the travel of the filtrate in this tubule system. They are secreted now, and they are ammonia, uric acid, and uh, other products of the medicine that we take, and they are secreted into the collecting ducts. So collecting ducts, urine is now final form, and this dribble down from here into the pelvis. So this is the process of formation of the urine, and these are the function of the urinary system, and these are the function of the nephron in particular. Thank you very much.